So, what things did you think of when it came to non-verbal communication? There are many different types that you might have come across, but let's just go through some of them. Sounds, first of all, laugh, snigger, all those sort of non-verbal sounds that we make can perhaps enhance a presentation, make you feel warm, friendly, but also can sometimes be off-putting and distracting. There's ways of talking, and we'll think about this a lot more in future videos, but the pauses that you put in what you say, the emphasis that you place on different words, those are all important things to think about. Posture. Is the way that you stand encouraging to get people to think that you're confident and in control of the situation, or do you look too chilled out, too relaxed, or unconfident, as though you're not certain whether being on the stage to present is where you should be? Appearance. Really important to make the right judgment on this, to get the appearance that you're putting on stage right for your audience. But as a basic rule, I would say it's better to be overdressed than underdressed. Turning up in ripped jeans and a hoodie when it's definitely a business presentation may not come across in the right way. I know we say it's important to not judge people on the outward appearance, but actually we do. So make sure you get that outward appearance right. Hand movements. Using your hands to increase emphasis, to attract people to certain bits of what you say, to place emphasis on what you might be about to say. You might also want to think about your head movements. Are you focusing? Are you listening to people when they ask a question? What are you doing with your head to show that you're engaged in what you are saying? Eye movements. Your eyes are powerful. We look at people's eyes when they're talking to us. You can use your eyes therefore to draw attention, to add expression to what you're about to say. Facial expressions. Don't have a blank canvas of a face that looks like you're about to lose the will to live and that you may just be a robot rather than a person. Make sure your face is expressive, that you're showing passion and enthusiasm in the way that you're using your face. Don't turn into a robot just because you're presenting. Bring the same expression, enthusiasm and passion as you would if you're just having a chat with some friends. In some situations, there might be body contact, though of course not in this present circumstances, but we've got handshaking, we've got things which build confidence just in the introductions, perhaps before you're about to do a job interview, perhaps as you're doing a meet and greet before doing a pitch presentation. Closeness. This is one that is really difficult and perhaps comes a lot more in those sort of one-to-one networking contexts, in the sort of meet and greet before a presentation. But are you making sure you don't invade somebody's body space? We've probably all been in those situations where they get closer and closer to us and we step further and further back from them. You don't want to be in that situation, don't want to be that person aggressing into somebody's personal body space. So make sure you think about where somebody's comfortable, and you can sort of see that by the discomfort if you start to get a bit close to them. As a good rule of thumb, the distance away from somebody that you would have a good handshake in without having to have your hand too close to you, just a nicely outstretched arm, and they've got the same outstretched arm. If you think about that distance, that's a good distance to have from a invading somebody's body space perspective. So there you go. A few things to think about in terms of body language. There is a lot more we can investigate, and if you look on YouTube and places like that, you'll find a lot of tips about how we can use body language. There's a whole area around NLP and ways that you can use body language to increase the chances of acceptance and to encourage somebody towards your point of view. So go away and think about how you can make the best use of body language in your future business presentations.